Hey, good morning class. How are you? I hope you all are fit and fine in your home and doing your job in a proper manner. So myself Anil Adhikari, PGT Mathematics from DPS Lamajod. Today I am going to discuss about the general equation of straight line. In my past video I have discussed the various form of straight lines. Now I am going to discuss the general form of straight line and how to reduce it in various form of straight lines. So let's start the video. So dear student, general equation of straight line. So basically ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This is called the general equation of straight line. Okay, where a and b are the coefficient of variable x and y and c is a constant. A and b are coefficient of variable x and y and c is the constant. Okay, this is the general equation of straight line. Now how to reduce this general equation of straight line in the various form of straight line? So have a look. The very first form of straight line is slope intercept form. Okay, so how do we reduce the general equation in slope intercept form? So let me first, what is the slope intercept form beta? As I earlier told you, y is equal to mx plus c is the slope intercept form of straight line, where m is the slope of straight line and c is the y intercept of straight line. Okay, so now we have to reduce this general equation of straight line in form of slope intercept. So for this, first we write the general equation, which is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So see here, in slope intercept form the coefficient of y is unity, first thing is that, and the rest of the term are in other side of the equality. So for that purpose, first we will write it, by is equal to ax and c both will be shifted into right hand side, then this will become minus ax minus c. Okay, now what we have to do here, the coefficient of y is unity, so for that we have to multiply both the side by b. So dividing both side by b, what we get, by upon b equal to minus ax upon b minus c upon b. So here b and b got cancelled out, so y is equal to, how can we write it, minus a upon b time x plus minus c upon b. So this is the slope intercept form of line. This is how we reduce the general equation of straight line in form of slope intercept form. Now on comparing both, y is equal to mx plus c, what we get, the slope of the line will be minus a upon b and constant will be minus c upon b. Okay, so this is all about the slope intercept form. How do we reduce the general equation in terms of slope intercept form? Pause the video and take the screenshot. Next form of a straight line is intercept form. Okay, next form is intercept form. So dear student, as we know, what is the intercept form of a straight line? X upon a plus y upon b is equal to 1, where a and b are x and y intercept respectively, x and y intercept. Okay, what do you mean by intercept? Intercept is the part of these coordinate axis which has been cut by the straight line. Okay, so now we have to reduce this general equation in form of intercept form. So for that purpose, first we will write it, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Okay, now see beta, here in intercept form the variable terms are in left hand side and the constant are in right hand side. So for that we have to shift the constant term in right hand side, so this will become minus c. Now next is here the constant is unit, means जो भी constant है वो कितना है 1 है, so we have to make minus c into 1. so minus c को 1 बनाने के लिए बेटा both side हम divide करेंगे minus c से, so it will become ax plus by divide by minus c equal to minus c upon minus c, and this will cancel out. So what we get here, ax upon minus c plus by upon minus c is equal to 1. Okay, now see here, x upon a plus y upon b is equal to 1. We have to make it. So for that purpose we have to shift this a and b in the denominator. So this will become x upon minus c upon a plus y upon minus c upon b is equal to 1. Now that is the intercept form, okay, of the general equation. This is the reduces intercept form of general equation. Now on comparing this with the intercept form, x upon a plus y upon b is equal to 1, what we get here beta, the x intercept is minus c upon a and y intercept is minus c upon b. Okay, on comparing both sides, the x intercept which is small a is here minus c upon a, y intercept which is small b is minus c upon b here, and left hand side is same. Okay, so this is all about intercept form. How do we reduce the general equation in intercept form? So have a look, pause the video and take the screenshot. Okay, now the third form in which we have to reduce the general equation is normal form. Okay, so how do we reduce general equation of a straight line in normal form? Normal form. So dear student, as we know, the normal form of straight line is x cos omega plus y sin omega is equal to p. Okay, and the diagram is like this is x axis, this is y axis, this is origin. Suppose this is the straight line, okay, and this is the perpendicular from origin to the straight line, and length of this perpendicular is p, and the angle which the perpendicular make with the x positive direction of x axis anti-clockwise will be omega. Okay, so now we have to reduce the general equation of a straight line in the form of normal form. ठीक है, so for that first write the general equation ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Now see here, in the normal form the constant term is in right hand side, so we have to shift this constant c in right hand side, so this will become like that. Now on comparing the coefficient of x, y and constant in both the equation, what we get here, let this is equation number first and this is equation number second. Now on comparing coefficient of x, y and constant in equation 1 and 2, what we get beta, what we get a upon, okay, because this and this is the same line, because we are going to change this general equation of a straight line in terms of normal equation, but है तो ये एक ही straight line ना, तो इसलिए इनको compare करेंगे, तो what we get a upon cos omega equal to b upon sin omega equal to minus c upon what is the constant p. Okay, now first we will equal this and this amount and then we will equal both the amount. Okay, so first a upon cos omega equal to minus c upon p. Okay, so what we get here, what is the value of cos omega, ap equal to minus c into cos omega. So the value of cos omega will be ap upon minus c. Okay, Now b upon sine omega equal to minus c upon b, because this is also proportional. So on cross multiplying both sides, b into p equal to minus c sine omega. So the value of sine omega is bp upon minus c. This is equation number 2. Okay. Now squaring equation first and second and then adding both of them. This is equation number 4th and this is equation number 3rd, let us suppose. Okay. So what we get? Equation 3 square plus equation 4 square, है ना, square करके. After squaring both the equation, then we have to add it. So what we get in left hand side? Cos square omega plus sin square omega is equal to, in right hand side, a square p square upon c square, a square p square upon c square plus b square p square upon c square, b square p square upon c square. So this will become 1 by the identity, and here what we get? A square p square plus b square p square upon c square, that is c square is equal to, taking p square common, what we get? A square plus b square. The value of p square is equal to c square upon a square plus b square. So the value of p will be plus minus c upon root a square plus b square. Okay, this is the value of the perpendicular length. Okay, now from there we can also get the value of what? Cos omega and sin omega. On substituting the value of p in equation number 3rd and equation number 4, what we get beta? The value of cos omega and the value of sin omega. Okay, have a look. Since cos omega equal to minus ap upon c, okay, now substitute the value beta, minus a upon c into, what is the value of p beta? C upon root a square plus b square. So c upon root a square plus b, capital A square and b square, capital A square plus capital B square. So c and c got cancel out. So cos omega will be a upon root a square plus b square, and similarly we can find the value of sin omega will be b upon root a square plus b square. This is how we can change any given general equation in terms of normal form. Okay, so first I will discuss some question. On behalf of that, you will understand how to solve these kind of problems. Okay, pause the video and take the screenshot. Okay, now let us solve some questions from your exercise. Okay, so beta, let's start exercise 10.3. okay, but before starting exercise 10.3, there are two more concepts which I want to clear you. First, the distance of a point from a line, distance of a point from a line. Okay, so you don't want to learn what is the proof, just apply the formula beta. So suppose this is a point P having coordinate x1 y1, okay, and suppose this is the straight line L having equation ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to find the distance. Okay, this is the distance d, है ना. What we have to find beta? We have to find the distance d from the point to the line. So what is the formula for the distance? Distance d is equal to a, x will be replaced with x1 plus b, y will be replaced with y1 and plus constant c upon root a square plus b square. Okay, this is the formula for the distance. Since distance is never be negative, so for that purpose you have to take the modulus of this amount. Okay, why we are taking the modulus of this amount? Because distance never be negative. Okay, so this is the formula for the distance of any point from any line. Now let us suppose we want to find the distance from origin. Suppose beta distance of any line from origin. So what we have to do here, for that purpose let us suppose the point origin is this. Okay, and this is the straight line, suppose having equation ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, and we need to find the distance of this line from origin. So now applying this formula, what is the distance? A x will be replaced with x1 here, x1 and y1 will be 0 0, so a into 0 plus b, what will be the y1 beta? Y1 will be 0 again, because this is the origin. So a x1 plus b y1 plus constant c upon root a square plus b square. So what we get, that is this amount will be 0, this will be 0, 0 plus 0 0, so the final answer will be c upon root a square plus b square. This is the distance of any line from the origin. Okay, this is the distance of any line from the origin, and this is the formula for the distance of any point from any line. Okay, pause the video and take the screenshot. Now the next content is distance between any two parallel lines. Okay, this is the last concept of this particular chapter. After that we will discuss some question. So distance between two parallel lines, distance between two parallel lines. So beta, let us suppose this is x axis, this is y axis, this is origin. Okay, x dash, this is one line. Okay, and this is another line. Okay, this is L1, suppose this is L2. Okay, so let the equation of this line will be y is equal to m1x plus c1, and this will be y is equal to m1 not mx plus c2. Actually both the line are parallel, so if any two lines are parallel beta, then their slope will be same. That's why I had taken both the slope same in the equation. Y is equal to mx plus c2 is the second line, y is equal to mx plus c1 is the first line. So what will be the distance between both of them? है ना, we need to find this distance. Since the line are parallel, so distance will be constant at any point. कहीं पे भी आप distance लेंगे वो कैसा आएगा? Constant ही आएगा. Okay, so what will be the distance? The distance between any two parallel line will be c2 minus c1 upon root 1 plus m square. Okay, nothing else. This will be the distance between any two parallel lines. If we have given any two parallel lines, so what will be the distance between them? c2 minus c1 upon root 1 plus whatever the slope of both the lines, uska square, है ना. So this is the formula. Pause the video and take the screenshot. Now better discuss some questions. Okay, now it's time to proceed to the exercise 10.3. So exercise 10.3, I am taking one question from each section. Okay, and the rest of the question are homework for you. Okay, so exercise 10.3, question number first. What is question number first beta? Reduce the following equation into slope intercept form and find their slope and y intercept. Okay, okay. So very first question I have already done in my Google Meet doubt class. So I am taking here question number second, which is 6x plus 3y minus 5 is equal to 0. So what we have to do, we have to reduce it in slope intercept form. Slope intercept form hence find what is the slope and what is the y-intercept. Okay, so beta first we will write the slope intercept form, which is y is equal to mx plus c. Now what we have to do, we have to reduce this general equation in terms of this. So for that purpose we have to take the y alone and the rest of the term are in next side, okay, in right side you can say. So 3y equal to, this will become minus 6 on right hand side and this will become 5. Now what is the next step? We have to make the coefficient of y unity. For that we have to divide the whole equation by 3. Minus 6x plus 5 upon 3. So this will be cancelled out. So y is equal to minus 6x upon 3 plus 5 upon 3. 3 2 ja 6. So y is equal to minus 2x plus 5 upon 3. Okay, now it is changed, reduced, you can say, in terms of slope intercept equation. So now on comparing y is equal to mx plus c, which is slope intercept form, what we get, coefficient of x is m and here coefficient of x is minus 2. So slope will be minus 2 and y intercept, which is c is equal to 5 by 3. This is the final answer. Okay, we have to reduce it, we have done, and on comparing this reduced equation with the slope intercept form, we can easily find the slope and the y-intercept. Okay, pause the video and take the screenshot. Next question beta, question number 2. Okay, in question number 2 what we have to do, we have to reduce the given equation into intercept form and hence find the intercept cutting by the line on the axis. So question number first I have done in my Google Meet class. So again I am taking second part. 4x minus 3y is equal to 6. 4x minus 3y is equal to 6. What we have to do beta here? Here we have to reduce this general equation into intercept form. So first write here the intercept form of equation, x upon a plus y upon b is equal to 1. So we have to reduce this general equation into intercept form. So for that purpose 4x minus 3y is shifting 6 in right hand side, what we get, minus 6. Now see here in intercept form the right hand side should be unit, है ना. Intercept form में right hand side पे क्या होता है, 1. So for that we have to divide the whole equation by minus 6. So this will become 4x upon minus 6 minus 3y upon minus 6 equal to minus 6 upon minus 6. This will be cancelled out and here what we get, 2 2 ja 4, 2 3 ja 6, 3 2 ja 6. So here it will be 2x upon minus 3, minus and minus will be plus, y upon 2, okay, equal to 1. Again we have to change this because the coefficient of x will be 2 upon minus 3, but here the coefficient of x is 1 upon a, means whatever I want to tell you that जो x के साथ कोई भी कोफिशिएंट न्यूमरेटर में नहीं होना चाहिए, whatever the coefficient with x is in the denominator. So for that we have to take we have to shift 2 in the denominator. So what we get, x upon minus 3 upon 2 plus y upon 2 is equal to 1. Now on comparing this with the intercept form, what we get, the value of a is equal to minus 3 upon 2 and the value of b is equal to 2. Now what is a? A is the x-intercept. So the x-intercept is minus 3 upon 2 and the y-intercept is only 2. Okay, pause the video and take the screenshot. Next देखेंगे बेटा क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. So in question number 3 we have to reduce the given general equation in terms of normal form and we have to find the perpendicular distance, okay, and the angle. Okay, so the first question of this question number 3, first part I have done in my class. So I am taking the second question, which is y minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, y minus 2 is equal to 0. This is the general equation and what we have to do here, we have to reduce this general equation in terms of normal form of equation. So what is the normal form beta? x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p, where p is the perpendicular distance, omega is the angle which is the perpendicular making with the positive direction of x axis. So first we can write it like 0x plus y minus 2 is equal to 0. Now compare it with the general equation, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 beta. So what we get here, value of a is equal to 0 on comparing both, value of b is equal to 1 and value of constant term is minus of 2. Okay, got it? Now to reduce this equation in terms of normal form, what we have to do, we have to divide the whole equation first with root of a स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर, है ना. इस अमाउंट से हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, डिवाइडिंग इक्वेशन नंबर फर्स्ट. सो व्हाट वी गेट हियर, 0x अपॉन रूट ए स्क्वायर. व्हाट विल बी ए एंड बी हियर, ए की वैल्यू कितनी है 0, बी की वैल्यू 1. सो 0 स्क्वायर प्लस 1 स्क्वायर प्लस y अपॉन रूट 0 स्क्वायर प्लस 1 स्क्वायर एंड minus 2 upon root 0 square plus 1 square is equal to 0. So here we get 0x upon 0, है ना, मतलब 0x upon 1 actually, sorry, हाँ, plus here y upon 1 minus 2 upon 1 is equal to 0. Okay, so this will become 0 into x, again this is 1 into y and this is you can say 2, है ना. So on comparing it with x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p, we get the perpendicular distance p is 2 unit. Okay, and on comparing the x coefficient of x and y, then cos omega is equal to 0 and sin omega equal to 1. Now see बेटा, ये जो इक्वेशन दी हुई थी, ओके, ये x का कोफिशिएंट 0 था, y का कोफिशिएंट 1 था. तो बेटा 0 और 1 अगर आप ध्यान से देखें तो कहाँ लाई करेगा, फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में. नाउ वी हैव टू फाइंड द एंगल इन फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट विच गिव्स इन टर्म्स ऑफ cos 0 एंड इन टर्म्स ऑफ sin 1. तो ऐसा कौन सा एंगल है फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में जो cos के टर्म्स में 0 वैल्यू देता है मुझे और sin के टर्म्स में 1 देता है. तो इन दोनों कंडीशन को सेटिस्फाई करने वाला केवल एक एंगल है, वो है पाई बाय 2 इन फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट. साइन पाई बाय 2 1, cos pi by 2 0. Okay, both the conditions are satisfied and pi by 2 lies in first quadrant. Okay, so the angle of perpendicular is pi by 2 and the perpendicular distance is 2 unit. Okay, I hope आपको ये समझ में आ गया होगा. ठीक है, pause the video and take the screenshot. So the next question number 4, find the distance of the point from the line. We have given point and line and we have to find the distance of the point from the line. Okay, so question number 4, find the distance of the point. What is the point, minus 1 comma 1 from the line. Line is given as 12x plus 6 equal to 5 times y minus 2. This is the straight line and we need to find the distance between this line and this point. So let us draw a diagram. Suppose this is the point and this is the line. Okay, we have to find the distance of this point from this line. Equation of line is 12x plus 72 minus 5y. ओके, माइनस 5 बाई 5 टू जा 10, माइनस 10 इधर आएगा तो प्लस 10, है ना. ठीक है, तो ये हो जाएगा 12x माइनस 5y 72 प्लस 10 दैट इज प्लस 82 इज इक्वल टू 0. दिस इज द required general form of the straight line. Now the distance formula is, we know that a, what is the meaning of value of a, 12 into x1, what is x1, minus 1, plus b, what is the value of b, minus 5 into y1, what is y1, 1, plus constant c which is 82 upon root a square, what is a beta, 12, plus b square, what is the value of b, coefficient of y, that is minus 5 whole square, है ना. This is the distance, okay, of the point from the line. Now we have to solve it. So what we get here, minus 12 and minus 5 plus 82 upon root square of 12 will be 144 and square of 5 25. So minus 12 minus 5, that is minus 17, and 82 minus 17. So 12 minus 7 5, here 7 minus 1 6, 65 है ना. Okay, this will be 65, and here 144 plus 25, that is 169, and 169 is the square root of 13. So this will be 65 upon 13. 13 5 is 65, I think. Yeah. So the distance will be 5 unit. Okay. What is the distance? The distance will be 5 unit. Pause the video and take the screenshot. Okay, my dear students, this is all about from today's video lecture. In next video lecture, we will discuss the remaining question of this exercise. And today I have Google Meet class. So in my Google Meet doubt class, I will discuss the rest of the question of this exercise. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day.